How about the collar?
Collars.
Collars.
Collar.
Collar looks nice.
All right. Flipped up a little bit, you see.
We're rolling
Oh, okay.
already. Kind of look like you're in a library somewhere. You look mighty fine. And here comes your cat.
That's good.
Um, you got a grand piano.
Yeah, well, I got the Baldwin. Oh, yes. What a great piano. It's a 6 foot grand. And
Isn't it 6'8"? It's like,
no, it's 6 foot. He told me it was a 6 foot grand. And the guy that tunes it for me, the same guy that got it for the hotel that I bought it from, and it had been there since 1984 or something like that. But a great piano. Oh, wow. You can hear all the strings, and it's just mesmerizing.
1994.
What?
1994. Because it's a 1988 piano, right?
84 piano, a 1984 piano.
Well, whatever. Anyway, it's
Anyway,
really
it doesn't
beautiful,
matter.
so you got one.
It sounds great. That's what matters. Feels great. I mean, it sounded good and felt good when it was out of tune, but now that it's in tune, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
What's been going on for the past several months, aside from?
well, I'm doing my painting every day, and it looks like some other things are opening up in my painting world, my art world. I can't talk about it right now, but I got to say that it's really, really positive, and it's inspirational. When something like that happens, when a door opens for you in whatever endeavor you're maybe involved in, it's really inspirational. It makes you want to do more of what you're doing. You know, if it's possible that I could actually paint more, but I doubt that. You know, but that's what my world centers around that. And now my play, so I'm doing as an artistic outpouring.
Yeah.
So I play my piano, and and I play my brushes. You know.
It's just been, we have been busy. I can't even tell you all the things we've been doing, but
It's well, you know what it is. I said it several years back that someone had asked me what it was like, and to suddenly discover that this is what you do and who you are. And I said it was like flying. And imagine if you were walking across your room and you just felt something nudge you just a little bit, and you go, "What was that?" And then you lean forward a little bit, and you kind of go across the room, and you say, "Well, my goodness, I'm taking this outside." And next thing you know, you're flying. You just lean, and you just up. And this, you'd have to do it all the time. Well, that's what painting is like for me. It's like flying. I was reading something earlier today, and I wish I had it verbatim and who said it, but it was about art, how close that is to another aspect of creativity that involves something that's unseen, and it's not of man, you know. But there's something involved in it that takes you to another level of understanding or existence here. I'm not for sure. I did an interview the other day with a British blues magazine, and he opened up talking about my painting. And I was thinking, in a British blues magazine, I was
that's
thinking,
what you want to talk about, though.
yeah, well, I thought it was wonderful that he did, but I was expecting, you know, from a blues magazine, it was going to be about, you know, Clapton and all that, you know, the blues guitar and all that business. But no, it was about my painting. And then, of course, we talked about, you know, playing as well on into the interview. But it's something that can't be described. You know, you can hit all around it. You know, if you got your finger on it, you know that isn't it. You know, so I've quit trying to figure anything out. I mean, I'm not in control of the situation anyway. You know, I'm just there holding the brush and doing what I'm told to do from within. And I have a host a whole host of souls or somebody speaking to me and telling me what to do, where to put it, and to do more or less or this or that. And I listen to that inner voice or those inner voices because they know more about it than I do, and it puts my artwork in another plane or level that it's in the invisible. Even though you see it, it's all about the invisibility of it. And I don't know, I don't mean to get so deep, but I can't help it. I'm in there like this, you know, wonderful drowning of myself with paint. But
Well, I just saw a thing where Johnny Depp now has decided that that's really what he wants to be. I think I didn't really read it, but I could be wrong.
I've seen his.
That's where he's happy. He's happy painting.
He's totally free.
Yeah.
You're totally free. I've seen his work, and I appreciate what he does.
And he's been doing it a very long time.
Yeah, and
it's a different kind. It's a different kind of painting.
You know, I appreciate anybody that you know strives to release the creative aspect of their being. You know,
But I mean, he has the same difficulties that someone who's a musician has in the music world, and why a lot of them end up turning their backs on it, especially as you get older. You're like, you can't take it anymore, you know, all that nonsense.
And you don't care.
Thank goodness you have something to do other than that.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like I went looking for it, you know.
No, for you it just happens.
It just happened. As a matter of fact, you're the one that suggested, why don't you do it? You know, when I got those canvas from outside up in the loft of the barn, and I suggested Coco paint, and she said, why don't you do it? You know, so
I didn't want to paint.
I gave it a try. The first two were just, I was devastated emotionally because I wanted that to happen for me so badly. And I just threw it down. I said, I play, sing, and write, and that's what I do, blah, 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 blah. End of story. And he said, just try it one more time. And I had a little plein air thing, you know, a little small easel that's portable. And I took it out back of our farm, on our farm, and I thought about this. I've said this before. I don't think in an interview, but I thought about Keith Richards of all people.
Keith Richards.
I wasn't looking to think about Keith Richards, but there was something that he said, and he said that he is like an antenna, and he receives what he does. He's an antenna, and I went, I got that. And it's like Clapton. He said he gets there every now and then. He hits that spot, that magic spot. Well, I want that to be 100% total of me, that magic. Well, that's that invisible creative force flowing through for and as you. I wanted that. Well, I didn't know how badly. And when I thought of that, putting that same application, theoretical application to what I was doing, like, there's no difference. There's only one creative principle. There isn't 8 or 10 or 1,000 different creative principles or laws. There's one. It's the same one operates for a painter, a musician, a mechanic, a pilot for a plane. I mean, it's all the same one. And as soon as I went, wow, I need to leave this alone and just let it flow. Well, as soon as I did that, it just came just like that. Poof. And I was off and flying. And I'm still aloft, or aloof. But yeah, and that world, that aspect of my life, has changed my whole world. My interior, for sure. And the exterior for so many paintings around the house and in the basement and upstairs and.
Well, as somebody had mentioned that this person's an artist, that person's Bob Dylan, of course we know. Was it Joni Mitchell? Yeah, Joni Mitchell. So many people just turn to art because it's a natural. I don't know. It's a natural thing. I know so many musicians that are artists.
I think that it's not that you turn to something, because I wasn't turning to anything. I mean, I was about to throw it down onto the ground. So I wasn't.
What I'm saying is they find another way to be creative,
another outlet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan is welding. Well, he's brilliant. I love what he does. I love his stuff and he's a painter as well.
Yeah.
I love his art. I love what he does. I appreciate it.
It's not uncommon for a musician to be an artist.
No, because it's all on the same plane. On the same level. You're painting a picture if you play Hammond B3 and if you're playing it the right way, you're painting a picture with those drawbars, and only you can feel this thing.
You're definitely doing that. Now I don't know if somebody else is doing that.
Well, I don't know. If they don't, they should. Close their eyes. Somebody wrote to me the other day. She said, and it was a lady. She said, "I noticed that you don't ever look at your hands when you're playing." No. Why would I want to look at my hands? Because matter of fact, for me, it's mostly hand, because the other one's working drawbars, everything. So it's all sonic, it's all this sound, and it creates this wonderful atmosphere. And so, I mean, I think my playing is better since I started painting. I hear myself. I know what I'm doing in there.
Well, don't you think it sort of enables you to get away from that for a while?
Yeah.
And come back. It's really fresh and nice.
The door is open, and so you step outside for a breath of air and come back in and sit down, and it's all over. I mean, when I did the thing with you, for you, the other,
it's been a little while now.
A month ago, I guess now. But I mean, I sat down. I didn't even get to have fun. I just sat down and played it once. That was it,
Well, we have talked about that before. You're a one-take guy. Okay?
Yeah.
First take guy. So
yeah, because the second one,
not a one-take.
I'd be a first take, but I'd be trying to replicate what I did the first time, and you can't do that because you get this.
It's a feel.
This thing once. It comes to you one time, and it'll come to you again, but it'll be a different form, a different format, different way to do it. So.
Yeah. So I'm always ready for your first take, and that's the one I always.
That's the best thing, because
sometimes we'll come back and you'll do a second one and find something in there that's great, then we'll put it in. But,
yeah.
For the most part, you're the one.
Or a little blip, but yeah, for the most part, it's a one time, one go
and
around.
Singing is the same way.
Yeah.
You sing it once, that's it.
That's it.
I'm completely different.
I'm not looking for anything other than, I'm not looking for anything other than to get through the song.
No, but you have the ability to be able to do that, sing it at one time, and it'll be great.
If I try, thank you, sweetheart. If I try to sing something a certain way, for sure it's not going to be that way. That is the guarantee that I have that I'm not going to be able to do it. That's it. But if I don't try to do that.
That's a good point, because then you're just being yourself, which is really what you should be.
Yeah.
But,
and stay out of my way. It's about staying out of your own way. We trip ourselves up. you know, and overthink it and all that. Well, let me work something out here.
Wait a minute. No, personally, I like to work stuff out, especially, you know.
Yeah, well, you're great at it.
Horn stuff and background stuff. You know, and there are other people that did that. Like, actually, the Allman Brothers did that, and they did all that guitar work. They had to work that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember Delaney talking about working on. He would do that all the
That's
time.
all, and it's all these parts and all that stuff.
But he liked to do that. And I mean, you got to imagine that when you do that, because very few people can fly off the top of their heads and have something great happen. Okay, so when you work something out and make it so beautiful, like those, I love those.
Sorry.
Those Allman Brothers guitar, the twin guitar parts. I used to love that.
Yeah, they
And
worked
so,
that out,
Of
though.
course, they worked them out.
Yeah.
And that's why people wanted to hear them that way, because that's the only way they could do that.
Can we pause? Back from the asthma break.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And when it comes knocking, I have to open the door. There's no way I can hold it back, you know. And I'm 75 now. Oh no, I'm 75 now. Where you from, Bobby? Memphis? I guess I'm going through rebirth. But you know, and I wind up with being a victim of asthma, so I really have to watch that thing. So, all right, what I was saying about this, you know, my little yodel, when I was just getting started, it was Delaney, Bonnie, and me. There was no one else. We didn't have a band or anything. Everybody wanted to play with us, but we weren't a band yet. It was just him on guitar and then Bonnie and me singing. We did the Dick Cavett show, and I was sitting on the end of the couch, not paying any attention to them because it was about them, right. You know, and I was like looking at the audience and those great big cameras and stuff, and those guys were rolling those things around, and I was looking, and he said, "Where are you from, Bobby?" I went, "Memphis." Memphis. I mean,
He caught you off guard on purpose, I bet.
You know, I wasn't 20. You know, I mean, I was still a teenager. I'd just gotten out of high school, and and so my voice was still kind of.
You were 20 when you got out of high school?
No, I was, you know, I had just gotten out of high school, you know, and just getting on up in the world. No, there wasn't but one person that was in his 20s that got out of high school. His name was Raymond Jones, and I think he was like 27 or something when he graduated. Everybody was applauding and getting out. Oop-a-doop-a-doo, you know. A lovely man. Dedicated. Yeah, we'll say goodbye for now.
Yeah, I'll get back to my curtain making.
Yeah, and it's beautiful too, Coco.
Oh, gosh. All right, my love.
We'll see you guys.